Hi, it's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah, I was wrong.
To the bolt hole. As you pass through the hatch and step into the familiar confines of the bolt hole, you find your team waiting for you. Well, this is a hell of a thing. Gabba absentmindedly passes a rat from one hand to another. The rodent squeals and chirps in delight. You said it, Guncho. Not our best day ever as a team. So what's the deal, Caesar? Who captured us? Are they really cops, or are we dealing with something else here? They're cops. Specifically an HKPF task force run by a couple of senior inspectors. Knew it. This whole thing had the HKPF stink all over it. They can dress up however they want, but at the end of the day, a cop is a cop. So what does this task force want with us? Did they pitch their agenda to you? They want us to work for them, to help take down Creighton or dirty cops. Really? That's interesting. What'd you tell them? I told them I wouldn't agree to anything until I ran it by you. Huh. Well, I guess it's nice to know you're thinking of us. So, what's our next step? If we're going to get ourselves out of this, we're going to need backup. Kindly might be able to provide it. Oh! We can call up our fixer and tell her we're bringing her a job for once. We're bringing her a job for once. Show of hands, who's willing to work for the HKPF? I think it's safe to say that we all are. I mean, it doesn't look like there's another way out of this. Plus, we can get revenge for Carter. That alone would be worth the price of admission. The ghoul nods. We didn't follow you through the walled city and test ourselves against the Yama King to let the police scare us away. Wherever this road may lead, we will follow. Sounds like everybody's on board then? We're in. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still haven't run this little plan by Kindly Cheng yet. She raises an eyebrow. You do know that we should do that, right? I mean, the old lady controls an army of thugs, and I can't imagine that she'd like these cops any more than she does Crate or her corrupt ones. Isabel gives a solemn nod. She's right. You should call Kindly. Bring the old woman up to speed on what's happening here. No time like the present. You tap Kindly Cheng's personal comlink number into your PDA and hit the send button. A moment later, the old woman's face appears on the screen. Caesar, a pleasure to see you, dear. I've been worried sick. She swills something the color of rotten plums. She swills something the color of rotten plums out of a highball glass. Now, would you kindly tell me where the fuck you've been? The HKPF gassed us on our way out of the combat pangs. They're holding me in an impound yard. Ah, I see. Her voice gets cold. You're calling me from police custody? They haven't learned anything they didn't already know. In fact, they told me to call you. There's a long pause, then finally, tell me exactly what they said to you. Don't leave anything out. The cops who took us are an anti-corruption task force. The leaders are called Key and Lamb, Auntie Cheng. That's what the sergeant at the holding pen said. They're senior inspectors working on the order of the executive council. Those won't be their real names, dear. Not if they're letting you contact me like this. It doesn't matter what their names are. They want to take on the SDU, and they want my help doing it. She lifts the glass to her lips and takes another slurp of dirty, viscous liquid. They're after the filth who ambushed you then. The ones that killed Nightjar. And Carter. Nobody gives a fuck about Carter. You should know better than to interrupt me by now, Gunshow. She dismisses the outburst with a wave of her hand. Now be a good boy and keep your mouth shut. Duncan clenches his jaw. He's clearly furious, but he says nothing. All right. I want you to go along with it. Tell them that you'll take the job with my blessings. I suppose that follows. You did love Nightjar. That isn't what this is about. She looks into her glass, swirling the liquid inside with a flick of her wrist. Not entirely. I've always wanted to get a runner into one of the HKPF's secure facilities, but it was never in the cards. Now here comes this task force inviting you in. If you can avenge my sweet Nightjar's death in the process, well, so much the better. Understood. Any special instructions that you want me to follow? Be smart, do nothing that would endanger the Yellow Lotus or myself, and report back to me if you see anything that could constitute a threat. Above all, keep your eyes open, and don't trust this task force of yours, whatever you do. I always keep my eyes open. That's why I'm still alive. Good boy. Oh, and Caesar, I'm sure that the police confiscated the Kong when you procured from Eddie Tang. Eddie, that's not his name. Combat Yang, I thought. No. I forget. The one that I paid you to retrieve for me. Get it back. She thumbs a button on her PDA and the screen goes black. Well, guess that's it. She lifts a shoulder into a half shrug. We're doing this. Kindly's right. This is an opportunity for us to kill two birds with one stone. Take down the cops that hunted us, and we collect intel on the HKPF. Then there is no more to be said. He turns away, his armor rustling as his body shifts. You go back to Lamb and Key and accept the job. I will ready my gear. Welcome back. Did you talk over the job with your crew? Yeah, we're in. Key rubs the bridge of her nose between her thumb and forefinger. We'll be holding you to that. Don't worry about me. When I take a contract, I don't break it. Good to hear. Now let's get you started. Now let's get to it. You want to get started, Fiona? A hand goes up to reflexively touch the pendant that hangs from her neck. She nods, then turns to you. All right, pay attention, Shadowrunner. I don't want to have to repeat myself. Yeah, I'm listening. We know that Crate and her people are dirty, but we don't have any ironclad proof. We have to gather something concrete if we want to be able to move on her. Got it. Keep going. Lamb acquiesces with a nod of his head. She's right. What we need is tangible evidence of Crate's wrongdoing. Financial records, written communications, video feeds, that sort of thing. We know where the proof is being held, but we can't get to it without tipping our hand. That's where you come in. Just tell me what you need me to do. Crate likes to keep her people close to her. They've consolidated their power into a single police station on the harbor. She leans over and pulls up an image on her terminal. An aerial holopic of a squat building crowded up against the water's edge. There it is, an old STU headquarters, and Crate's current base of operations. They call it the Tiger's Den. Alright, go on. We're gonna get you into the station, and you're gonna need to liberate the information we need. And you're going to liberate the information we need. Then we're going to take Crate and her people down. Sounds simple enough. Do you want me to do this as a smash and grab, or she shakes her head? There's going to be a little more than that to a little more to it than that. You'll see. For now, I can tell you that we've arranged to have you smuggled into the station. You'll take it from there. We've secured transport for you to through an old associate of ours, a pirate and smuggler named Captain Jomo. You're working with Shadowrunners and a pirate? Aren't you supposed to be cops? She shrugs. We're a small task force. We work with the tools we have. So long as you and Jomo can both follow basic instructions, everything should work out fine. We've already provided him with a copy of the station's timetable. He knows when they'll be flushed with cops, and when they're running a skeleton crew. He'll time your arrival so that you'll have minimal resistance to contend with. Alright, sounds like a plan. After Jomo gets you to the docking area, our woman on the inside will let you into the complex. You'll need to make your way up to the administrative level. That's where Crate's evidence room is located. We'll take up a position near the station, and from there we'll monitor your progress. Monitor? How? She lifts an object from the desk and tosses it to you, a portable surveillance device. Your team will be outfitted with mics, body cameras, and condition monitors before you leave. We'll have a clear view of what's going on inside the station. So if we get into trouble, we can call on the cavalry then. Not so much, no. We can't send any of our own people into the station. The risks are just too high. We'll be watching you because this is our op. As long as you're inside, I need eyes on you for corporate oversight reasons. Rubbing her temples, she looks you in the eye. Mitsuhama has a financial stake in this operation going smoothly. I intend to make sure it does, got it? You'll be spying on us, but if we land in hot water, you won't lift a finger to help. Have I got that right? If the shit truly hits the fan, if your heart rate's all flatline, say, then we'll do what we have to do to complete the mission. But you have to understand that our going in is would strictly be a last resort. She's right, Caesar. We can't afford to take any chances. If Crate and her employers find out about this task force, it'll put our entire operation in jeopardy. I wouldn't expect you to go in at all. As a rule, Johnsons don't get their hands dirty. I'm glad to hear that we understand each other. When you get to the admin level, you'll be stepping into hostile territory. Crate and her people have more or less taken over the whole floor, and they won't think twice about putting a bullet in your head if they catch you there. If you encounter any resistance up there, you're going to have to shoot your way through. They won't give you the chance to do anything else. I'll be calling in a favor with Mitsuhama to bring down the station's comms, so you won't need to be you won't need to worry about them calling in outside help. Anyone who's already in the building is your problem to deal with. What's my objective? The evidence room. The proof we need should be stored on disk in there, or maybe in a terminal. You'll be looking for a log of bribes accepted by Crate and the SDU. We could also use any proof of corruption that you can find. Transaction records, archived communications between Crate and her clients, that kind of thing. You'll pull the evidence, get to the boat, and return the package to us at the impound yard. We'll analyze it, and once we're sure we've got her nailed, we'll make our move on Crate. Alright, so I find the evidence room, grab the data you need, and get back to Jomo. He'll bring me back here to hand off the data. That's about the size of it. Think you can handle it? It's a milk run. Glad to hear you're feeling confident. Don't get too cocky, though. Crate and the SDU are no joke. If you need gear, talk to Sergeant Lee in the yard. He's a quartermaster. I'm sure the Captain Jomo can hook you up with anything that Lee can't, including any additional personnel you might need. The good captain asked about you, by the way. Wanted to have a word about some side work. Side work? Good to know. I'll find it when we're done. We'll wait on you to launch the operation. We're on your timetable here. When you're ready to go, talk to Jomo. We clear on all that? Yeah, we're clear. Good. We'll see you at Crate's compound then. Oh yeah, I can go get some freaking gear. Police constable, that's not it. Where's Lee, the quartermaster? The task force quartermaster looks disarmingly nondescript in his standard issue uniform. His posture is rigid, his spine ramrod straight. He watches you with eyes the color of wet clay, and the corner of his mouth curls into a smile. So, you're the new talent, the Shadowrunner. He rubs his nose with a sleeve. The brass told me that you've got clearance to buy here, so your money's welcome. If you need supplies, I can outfit you for a reasonable price. I don't have any money. He gestures at the array of gear behind him. There are racks and racks of weapons, all neatly maintained. Off to one side, a pile of reinforced Duraplas crates catches your eye. They all bear the HKPF insignia, but you also see stickers on their casings. Mitsuhama, H&K, Ares Arms. They look to be military supplies. Can't sell you everything, of course. There's some gear back there that's technically off limits for someone of your clearance level. Have a look, though. See if anything catches your eye, and if you're cleared before it, we'll talk for a price. What are the crates over there? That's the stuff I can't sell you. Not technically. We're talking about the big guns, the heavy ordnance, that kind of thing. He leans forward and lowers his voice. Of course, it's possible that an item or two could go missing, or the numbers on my inventory sheet could be wrong, and the odds of that happening might increase if you did me a favor. Oh, and what kind of favor are we talking about? The kind that I can't trust my brothers in uniform to help me with. The kind that you go to a Shadowrunner for. You help me out, and it's possible that some merchandise could come its way, or could find its way from those crates to your boat. You never can tell. Describe in detail what you need me to do. A friend of mine is in trouble. Bad trouble. I'd be first in line to help him myself, but my hands are tied. I know exactly what happened to him and why, but I can't intervene to help save his life. You help my friend, and maybe I'll forget to carry one. And maybe I'll forget to carry the one when I'm writing out my next inventory control sheet. I've already done the legwork. You finish the job for me, see to it that my friend gets the help that he needs, and there'll be a nice payday in it for you, and maybe a clerical error or two related to the gear in those crates. You'll still have to pay for the gear, but I'll do the work to make sure that nobody notices it disappeared. His finger dances over the touchscreen of his PDA. The screen flashes twice in response. Just forwarded you the pertinent details. You'll find them on the mission computer. Please, don't drag your feet on this. My friend really is in trouble, and he won't hold out much longer. I'll take a look. We'll see. Thanks. Now, you want to look at the gear that I've got on the rack? It's up to you, pal. Just say the word. Let's see it. What do you got in terms of armor? Whoa. Whooshing lined coat. Armor 8. Rigid plates are concealed between layers of ballistic cloth inside. 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Tailored monk's martial arts. A version of the suit worn by explosive ordnance disposal experts. This one has been customized to be light enough to wear while in combat. I want the street operative stuff. I can't get it right now, but that's what I want. Of course, I might be able to sell spells. Because we know for a fact that I'm not using that crap. I bet you they've got some super badass weapons. Yeah. The drones, please. From Ares, this is one of the best combat hover drones on the market. Comes with a powerful semi-auto turret. Ooh, look at all the things they have. They have so many things. Look at them all. I don't have a drone to sell, right? Yeah, I didn't sell any of it. Anything else? Yeah, I do. Guns and grenades. Manhunter Smart Link. I do not have a Smart Link one. So I just need the Smart Link. Do they have a better sniper rifle? SMGs, shotguns with Smart Link, shotguns, rifle, Vindicator minigun, Ares Alpha, top of the line assault rifle. But I want like a sniper rifle. Do they have any sniper rifles that are better than what I've got? Portable grenade launcher that fires mini grenades, 2 IP to reload. That's cool. Ruger 100S. What do I have? I have the Ruger 100S with Smart Link. Crap, I've got all the best crap. So it'd be just adding another weapon. You know what? I think I'm gonna combo into shotguns. And then I'll take off that blaster thing, because that seems completely worthless. Yeah. I want to sell all my spells. What? I can't sell them still? Why you not sell? Oh, I can. Awesome. I don't know. I might just look at her equipment and then come back. No thanks. Walk away. I want my crap though. Where's my crap? A massive titanium chamber with wire reinforced windows looms over you. The machine itself is cold to the touch. The chill seems to be emanating from the assembly area within. To the right of the machine, a holographic display provides a 3D view of cyberware packages that are available for installation. Awesome. Wired reflexes. Ooh. That's super cool. Let's look at the brain ones. Bleeding edge, neural assistance, pain editor. +1 intelligence, trauma dampener. Specialized receptors in the midbrain allow the user to shrug off minor wounds when triggered. A user resists 3 damage from each incoming attack. Right arm. I like the magnet arm. Skill wires. That's cool. Jolt alert. Stimulates the nervous system. If they become stunned, then it puts them up to consciousness automatically. Quickness and strength. Data jack. Plus 6 HP for the cyberarm. Plus 1 dodge, plus 1 throwing weapons, plus 1 movement for this. Plus 1 to all passive of plus 1 to all physical attributes. That's kind of cool. Reflex trigger. Plus 1 movement. When triggers, you'll be able to dodge the first attack against you each round for 3 rounds. That's pretty good. I kind of want the Kevlar. The Kevlar is cool. Plus 1 body, plus 1 strength for that. Dermal plating would be nice. That's what we want. I want the cross-dermal sheath. So then I get the skeleton one for the body and the cross-dermal sheath. And you're like, how are you going to do all this? And it's like, well... Plus 4 movement. Oh, when triggered. Passive. Plus 8 HP, plus 1 quickness, plus 1 dodge. I want alpha level freaking tech. It's gonna be awesome. Medical kiosk. I could buy some crap, but I don't have automated processes. Scan results show no internal or external damage that requires emergency medical attention. Or I could get these. Cool. But I don't have any money right now. So this seems kind of useless at the moment. Hey guys, I'm Alex. The guy from the videos. So, I just wanted to thank you for watching the video all the way through. It's a lot of work. I appreciate it. So, thank you for your view, maybe your subscription. So you can subscribe right in the bottom corner there. Then you'll be updated. Make sure to ring that notification bell, because subscriptions seem to mean nothing on YouTube anymore. But hey, so then over here you'll see a video that you might like, since you watched this video all the way through. Other than that, have a great day. I hope that you watch more. I'd love to see you again. We do stream, so keep an eye out for that. Announcements will be on the channel, my Twitter, all that stuff. All the information is on the overlay. Other than that, enjoy your stay on 6th Street.